Sorry about the last thing. So as I was mentioning, we're doing some Lego building, some tearing some stuff down. I just forgot to add a thumbnail there, so that'll do it. Let me click on here, make sure the audio is good. Testing, testing. Alright, audio sounds just fine over here, and now I can keep an eye on chat. So that's certainly nice. Let me get her all positioned here, try and make it look good for you guys. What does that look like? Alright, not too terrible here. You can see my hands and stuff, flexing the watch. But yeah, as you can see, there's a little bit of a mess going on over there, but should be fine. Our workspace is right here, so I'm just going to move this downtown diner, the bits and pieces of it that are currently standing, and set that on the ground here for a bit so that we can have a bit more room, and I can put my computer over here so it's not in our way. And then let me go ahead and start a poll here. We're gonna go with that. Why not? That's just there for whatever reason. I'm just gonna leave it like that. But yeah, so we're gonna probably start with tearing this guy down. Then maybe we'll do a poll or something later. See what we want to build. Actually, maybe I'll switch the current poll out for that one, and then check it later if anybody wants to vote on it throughout the stream. We'll build like one or two of these. I don't know. Depends how long this takes to tear apart, which in theory shouldn't be too long. So I'm going to switch the bolts out because this one makes more sense. Oops, I gotta actually put the thing. What set we build? Clone and droid. Oops. Let me just get this pole set up and then we'll get into it. Oh, what the heck? I accidentally hit inspect. That's my bad. No, my pole got messed up. What BP we build? Clone and droid. What's this one? 501st clone. 501st clone. Start pull. There we go. We'll just have that there. It'll be just there. There in the background. After we get this guy here torn apart, those are your options. So you guys can go ahead and start voting if you want, and then we'll take a look at that. And whichever one gets the most votes, we will build in addition to tearing this apart. Just kind of a chill stream, hanging out and stuff. So we're just gonna go ahead and get into this. So I guess I can show this off a little bit here. So I built this like a couple of years ago because I wanted like I think my original idea was like a medieval farmhouse, but I didn't know how to build medieval or how to build a farmhouse. I just wanted like a little farm. So as you see, interior pretty friggin' bad. The roof is a solid chunk. not great. There's definitely better techniques and stuff that I could have used. The little window things, those just pop right off, obviously. Here's the interior of the thing. So, I don't know why I was thinking that I could only build with brown, but I wanted some texture, but I textured the entire thing, which probably wasn't the best idea. So there's definitely a lot of like messed up techniques and stuff here, stuff that I could have done better. And I'd like to rebuild something akin to this, but just better. Because it's pretty bad. Not terrible for like I guess a first try or whatever, but I didn't like look up any references or anything. I just started building one day, and this is what happened, and I'm not a fan of it. So might keep a couple little things like the well there. I think that came out pretty decent, so I'm just pop that off and just set that aside, and we'll hold on to that. But pretty much everything else on this plate is going to get stripped all the way down to the base here, because there's some good plate and stuff on here, and brick that I'd like to use in future projects. So we're just going to tear this whole thing apart and all the way down to the base plate, besides keeping like one or two things like the whatchamacallit here. But yeah, one kind of neat thing that I came up with was this door design, and I don't remember how well it works, but yeah, you can kind of open it a little bit there. It's pretty fragile, but I might keep that just for future reference. And toss that off to the side. Although I did have a kind of neat technique with the furnace in there, where I like had used the droid leg as a pipe to go to the outside there, although I never extended it or anything, but still kind of a neat technique there. So there's some neat stuff to it. It's just an old build with bad techniques, and overall the build is just very ugly, and I don't like it, so I'm tearing it apart, and it's just kind of been sitting here on this desk or workspace here, taking up space that it shouldn't, so we're going to tear it apart. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. I am going to pop this off, because I'm pretty proud of how the well came out. Put like a little chain and stuff in there, and this little thing with the bucket, so it looks like there's water deep down there and stuff, and the chain and stuff is supposed to make it look like the bucket has something to connect to. Obviously there should be a little handle there for the bucket, but I think it just fell off at some point because it's been sitting here for a few years. But I'm pretty proud of this little well design, so I am going to hold on to it. But yeah, so pretty much everything else here is just going to get thrown apart and tossed off. We got my trusty old brick separator. Got to double them up so you get that little bit extra traction technique that I saw a while ago, but looks like you guys can see quite well, so just go ahead and start sorting them out. I don't think there's very many of these, so I'm just going to toss it in a small one. And I did grab another one of these. Is like a Harry Potter one that I found sitting in there with us, so if I need to spill over to that one, then I will. But yeah, we're just gonna kind of chill here. If you have any questions or anything, throw them in the comments. And I don't have a whole lot to talk about today, although I might talk about the new editing software that I'm using that you might have saw. I used in the last video that I posted, which was a little bit ago. Kind of slowed up on posts there for a bit, but the new software definitely has a bit of a learning curve to it. So yeah, I think those go together, yeah. But there's definitely a bit of a learning curve to that new software that I'm using. So like that 4-minute video that I uploaded took me like 5 or so hours. It took me like a whole night to finish, which is not ideal, but just kind of brand new to it, just kind of experimenting with her, and yeah. the next video should be coming out tomorrow is going to be the Noodle Shop Creator 3-in-1 set. Although I cannot find the little dog side build for the life of me, so I might just have to film the video without it and just put a little thing in the whatchamacallit there, a little note in the video that it just doesn't exist. So it's kind of unfortunate, not really ideal, but yeah. So just kind of looking at a chill stream here, kind of hanging out, having a little bit of fun, tearing some old stuff apart, maybe build some new stuff too later. But I'm definitely excited to get this torn apart. It was a fun little build back in the day there a few years ago, but she needs to go. She's lived her life, and it's probably a little bit longer than it should have been. Some kind of like odd stuff I'm going to set off to the side because there's like not very many of them, not enough to justify putting them all on to a thing here. So yeah, we're going to go with that. But yeah, it's definitely, it was a neat build. But definitely needs to retire. There's a lot of good pieces in here that I can use for other stuff. But like all these textured bits and stuff could be used for like some fencing and stuff in maybe like a zoo or something. Could be a halfway decent idea, or just something else not being wasted, because there's a lot of parts that go into this just to sit around and bring no value to me. But yeah, it's yeah, definitely not sad to see it go. But yeah, if you have any questions or anything, any little talking points that you want to do anything with, you can do whatever. But yeah, so I'm definitely excited to get that video out tomorrow, though. I'm probably gonna start working on it right after we finish up here, and knock that out, because that's gonna probably take the rest of the day. And I really should have started it earlier, but for some reason I just decided not to, which definitely ain't my best decision. But yeah, and I don't know when I'm gonna get the I might have to cancel the 1,000 subscriber video, because it's starting it's like with the messing around with the new editor and stuff. I don't know. I'll still have to do the ice bucket thing at some point, because I did make a bet and lost it. So I will have to do that eventually. Maybe one day I'll just toss it, like maybe on my next city video, depending on how rushed it is, I will throw that there at the end. But thank you all for all the support and stuff so far. I'm definitely enjoying it, and hopefully I can get quicker at this new editing software that I'm using here so that I can get more videos out to you guys quicker. That would be ideal. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and already open up this secondary sorting thing here, because definitely going to be getting into some stuff that I do not have spots for. And this guy I'm going to probably have to spill over to another spot, because there is already quite a bit going on there. But yeah. And then tomorrow I'm gonna be busy part of the day. Maybe I'll get some more filming in towards next week. I would like to get a video out next Wednesday. I do have a kind of short one that might be fun. That's just set up. I just got to finish it, and then ideally I can deal with that. It would be what's it called? Oh yeah, the one of the oh no, what are they called? The little like stunt bikes. I got one of those for Christmas and stuff, so I built it, and I have it sitting on my desk, which I cleared off for the purposes of filming and stuff. And I am planning on taking like that, making a small video with it for Wednesday, probably a pretty short one, and could be a fun way to kind of get to know my editor a little bit more, my editing software, I should say. And yeah, so that'll definitely be a helpful endeavor after I get this video, tomorrow's video out, I should say. So that would be kind of cool. Oh, what's up, my guy? Yeah, we're just playing around here, doing some building and stuff. It's nice to see new people around every so often. But yeah, we're just kind of hanging out and cleaning up some of my past builds, and maybe building the battle pack or two here tonight, because I missed the last couple streams. Some of it's personal stuff, and actually it was all like kind of personal stuff for the most part, I believe. Nothing crazy, but just was a little bit busy, and or had like an opportunity or something come up that made it worth not streaming. But I definitely want to get back into it every kind of 2 weeks, as I have said previously that the goal would be. I'm actually going to tell us this right there. But yeah, like every 2 weeks ish is the goal for the moment. So like every other Friday is ideal, and then that just gives me a week where like I don't have to do it like every week. It's not something that I need to be like make sure I'm going out of my way to get done and stuff. It doesn't become like a job. It's just enough to kind of talk to my community every once in a while, get some feedback and stuff, which I love to do, but I don't think I could do that every weekend. And there's the top floor done. I might crack into this beast next here, which is which was the roof. It's a solid chunk of plastic right here, but yeah, it's oof, I don't want to. Gotta be careful here. Got a little crack there on the side when I was trying to pry it up. Ooh, yeah. Huh. This is gonna be interesting. I'm starting to get like cracks on the side of. I've never experienced that with the dark bluish gray, getting cracks on it. Huh. I didn't even really realize that could be a problem. But yeah, because I got a crack on both sides, like a little stress fracture from pulling on it. Hold on, let me switch this around real quick. My thing is having not charging. There we go. Got to keep my phone charged while I'm building here. So yeah, it's definitely yeah, that's interesting. I've never had that happen before. But separate these guys out into their respective sizes here. But yeah, that's weird. And, we'll toss two by brick right there. Hopefully I don't need more than that for the 2 by brick. Hopefully. But yeah. Yeah, that was very odd. But yeah, this is just just pop this guy apart here. But yeah, it's definitely gonna be it's definitely interesting learning this new editing software, because if you don't know, I used Filmora Go for a long time and despise it. So yeah, I don't like it. I used to like it. It was good for what it was. It was free editing software that I could use right on my phone. Made it super easy to edit and just import stuff right from my phone to film and stuff. Made videos really easy to throw together pretty quick. I could get some of the more like detailed videos and stuff I could get edited in like 20 minutes. Sometimes it take a little bit longer, just based upon certain things like how long the video and stuff was, but for the most part, editing wasn't much of a hassle. Obviously, there is always the watermark and stuff, which is annoying, but you know, it's something you gotta deal with most free editing softwares and stuff, and it worked well. And I definitely enjoyed using it up until the point where they started like taking away features and stuff, hiding it behind a paywall. And like premium was always an option, and that brought some value, but I never saw myself purchasing premium because, well, I'd never saw myself using it forever. I always wanted to move on to something a little bit better, something on my computer, once I could get something a little bit more streamlined and like get all my stuff a little bit more streamlined. Maybe get like a camera other than my phone, something that I can specifically use for shooting videos. And yeah, so it was always the plan to move away from it, but once I got my new computer and stuff, I just deleted it and went with Canva, which I'm currently using, which importing off my phone is definitely a pain, because if I go through if I connect my phone, I gotta go through all my files, but then if I import through Edge, there's like a sort of weird time limit sort of thing that it kind of like kicks me off and disconnects my phone after a certain amount of time, so that makes importing larger, like longer files from videos a little bit difficult. And so yeah, there's some complications that I'm trying to get used to, trying to figure it out, and I have a lot to learn with it. I know basically nothing about it. I have one friend who uses Canva, but he mainly does like streams and stuff and like small stuff, so I might have to talk to him about some of that stuff. It'd be interesting, and maybe I'll watch some videos and stuff about it. I have some stuff queued up, just nothing that I've gotten a chance to take a look at quite yet. But yeah, there's definitely a lot to learn. So that'll be definitely a bit of a learning curve that I am finding, obviously, with using a new software, as there typically always is. But yeah, it should be pretty interesting to make the switch here, and just kind of trying to do the best I can with what I have going on with the editing software stuff. But yeah, let me actually we're running out of space already for some of this stuff. But yeah, yeah, just kind of learning the tips and tricks to go along with it, just figuring it out as I go. So it's definitely taken some thought there, but it ain't too bad and stuff, and I like it so far. Obviously, I liked it enough to leave my editor and stuff. And I got an end screen now, which you guys might have saw if you saw that last video that I published on the little like race car build. So I got an end screen built up and stuff. You guys can tell me if you like that or not. I think it's an improvement over the old outro. And speaking of like the old outro intro stuff, I did away with the old intro completely, and obviously I switched the outro to an end screen to hopefully maybe send some people towards some of my other videos rather than just my videos ending and there being absolutely like nowhere for you guys to go. So I think that's definitely a pretty big improvement upon my past system of like filming and stuff. So that is definitely something that I've come to enjoy, and I'm excited about. But yeah, it's just kind of a neat thing. Just getting to learn some new stuff about the old channel there and stuff, and definitely a bit of a learning curve to it all. And I'm excited to keep on with it and improve my. I definitely think it's improving my videos, although I've only made one with it. I still got some data points to collect in regards to that stuff, but yeah, it just takes a lot longer, and likely as I get better and stuff at using it, that'll that length of time that it's taking will go down over time, and definitely excited about that. But yeah, definitely have a lot to learn in regards to it. But yeah, it's definitely be an interesting journey going along. If you guys, there it is. But yeah, I'm excited about it. So yeah. So all these, jeez, there's a whole lot of these little like branch pieces and stuff. I tried to make like a little carrot field and like a little hay or like wheat field or something there, and used a ton of these guys and a ton of the little 1x1 like flowered studs, the green ones, because we've gotten like a ton of them on the pick brick wall and stuff, and I was really looking for like an excuse and stuff to use them. And that's I think that's like half the reason that I built this mock back in the day was for that purpose. But she's definitely old, and I've built better, and I can build better depending on the day. But yeah. And if you ever have any like Mini Mac Monday suggestions or something, you can go ahead and just put them on whatever. I read pretty much every comment I read, because I should in theory get notifications for them all. So I try to read just about every comment, no matter what video it's on. It can be on a video from a couple years old. If I get the notification, I'm checking it. Because yeah, I definitely have enough of like low volume of comments and stuff to where I can afford to spend a little bit of time here and there checking those things, which is definitely a pleasure right there. But yeah, definitely yeah, if you have any suggestions, throw them in whatever comment section you want. I'll try and try my best to check and keep up with them, because most of the time they're better ideas than those of myself. So yeah, that's that's definitely a thing. But yeah, it'll definitely be interesting going on with this new editor. And yeah, I just need to streamline the process a bit and figure it out. Okay, this guy does not want to come apart. But yeah, I'm definitely excited for the future and stuff of the channel with go along with this new editor. I think it's made the video look a lot more better, like a lot more professional than my past one. And yeah, I have a whole book of videos that are just waiting to be made, because I have quite the backlog of sets that I've built, but I haven't filmed reviews on, and a couple reviews and stuff that I want to redo. But yeah, there are some that I certainly need to review, and then there are a ton of sets that I need to make videos on. Like, I still haven't made the Eiffel Tower video. I gotta make a video on the Dungeons and Dragons set, which I actually just built not too long ago. It's a really good set. It's a really fun build. And a couple of unbuilt sets and stuff that I've got to build. We've got like Barad-dûr and stuff. That's haven't even started that one yet. And then some of the other Lord of the Rings sets, which I'm just waiting for a day where I can have like a Lord of the Rings marathon, and then just build all of the sets in one day, just knock them all out. which would definitely be super cool, and I'm definitely stoked for that. That'll be a fun day. I doubt I'll finish all the sets and stuff that day because half the time we'll be watching the movies. But yeah, that'll definitely be fun. So I'm stoked for that. But then there's a ton of other little projects. Like I got this kind of going on in the background. I haven't really touched it much since the last stream, I believe. But I got some fabric and stuff for the tearin figure, so that'll be coming along its way. I'm planning on making a video for that once I get it done. Let me go ahead and put those in there. But yeah, once I get that all set up, stoked for that video. That'll be a crazy one. And yeah, it's yeah. And then there's a ton of little other projects and stuff. Maybe one day I should post my projects list that I have. I have a list on my phone of just like all of the basically anything that I can think of that I want to make. Like the resized Daily Bugle, which would be a heck of a thing there. I want to add like a extra floor or two onto the Daily Bugle, like the larger like bottom floors and stuff, because in a little bulk lot or whatever that we bought at a rummage sale, actually we found a ton of the pieces to the Daily Bugle, and we believe that there's a full Daily Bugle in there. Just minus like a couple of the figures, I believe. But we believe there is like a full other Daily Bugle in there, so we have a second Daily Bugle. So that is definitely cool. So we have the pieces then to make such an expansion on our own. Although there is the slight issue of whatchamacallit, there's the slight issue of the height of the basement and the city. So if I were to add like a couple floors on the Daily Bugle, I think we only have room for one at the moment. And I would like to have a couple floors on there, so I might have to have a couple of like Daily Bugle floors in like deep storage, because it's a skyscraper and I want it to be a skyscraper. And maybe one day our display will change, or we'll take it to like a convention or something. In that case, then I will be able to use the other floors and stuff from the Daily Bugle, but in most cases and stuff, like in the basement here, I cannot. Maybe if one day we do get a bigger space for like the city and like the Lego stuff, like a possible store in the future or whatever, then we could display parts of the city and stuff, probably Daily Bugle included in such a space, which would be super cool. And it'd be a cool display for people to come check out, and would definitely be a cool project. But right now, got a lot of small stuff. Like I gotta finish Mills plating some of these modular buildings and stuff, and eventually when I get it built, I'm gonna have to Mills plate the oh no, what's it called? The botanical garden, and not the Friends one, the modular style one that came out not too long ago. I do have a couple of the friends one, and I was planning on making a custom one, but then they released that set like immediately after I bought them. So that is a tad annoying, but definitely something that is worth taking a look at. But yeah, so that was kind of just a funny thing that happened. It was just weird that as soon as I get like a couple of not necessarily like an old set, but like the older version of it, they tend to come out with a brand new one, like what happened with what's it called? What happened with the Yoda's Jedi Starfighter? I think it was like our first time at a con, and we went. I bought the current, at the time, Yoda's Jedi Starfighter, which I believe was from 2014, I believe, and then they immediately announced the new one was coming out, which was quite funny at the time and stuff. 'Cause it's just like, oh, well, that's annoying. But now I have them both. I still haven't done like a comparison between the two, but I've reviewed them both, I believe. So that's just kind of fun. And I'm gonna go toss these over here real quick. Where is it? It's over here somewhere. I know that. Is it down low? It's maybe. Oh, there it is. Yeah, we got quite a bit of storage over here. Yeah. Speaking of storage, we're starting to print some of our own storage bits. I don't think there's any down here at the moment. I think they're upstairs, but we have some storage being printed on the old Bamboo Lab A1 over there, which is definitely nice. Maybe I'll show you guys that in a minute here before we start our build, which as of right now is looking to be the 501st Clone Trooper set. Not the original one, but the I guess specialist pack, as it's generally called, although it's technically called the 501st Clone Battle Pack, because the original 501st Clone Battle Pack was just called 501st Clones, I believe. It technically wasn't a battle pack, although it was the first of the Super Battle Pack, which we have seen more of in the form of the Clone Trooper and Droid Battle Pack here, which I definitely got a few of for Christmas, but definitely gotta fill those pick-a-brick cups, which I like sorting my clones and stuff in pick-a-brick cups, because I can have them all in one spot if I'm building like a mock or something, and I need a bunch of a certain clone or something. I just grab the pick-a-brick cup for that clone, and then they're all together, which is what most of these pick-a-brick cups over here are for, is for those clones. But yeah, it's definitely some neat stuff going on. But yeah, because after we finish the stream later, boys, we got a good little while left. Still gotta finish tearing this guy apart, and then build whatever we have going there. If you haven't voted on the poll already, you can go ahead and vote to see what set we build immediately following the completion of this the teardown right here, because yeah, and then maybe later I'll put a few of these pieces away and stuff. But yeah, because definitely needed some of these pieces. Some of these pieces, as I kind of look around, I'm like, ooh, I've running out of those. But yeah, there's definitely a lot of good pieces in here that I've used quite a few of in this set. But not set, this mock here, that it's definitely about time for her to say goodbye, because it isn't ugly. It's pretty ugly, and a lot of useful pieces here, especially like some of these base plates and stuff. I need them, not base plates, the plates themselves. I need them for modular buildings and stuff. And I'm kind of curious. This was before I kind of looked into learning how to make mills plates. And if you saw some of my old stuff, I used 4 of the giant 48x48 base plates to start a like campground area, and I think I spent like 3 or 4 streams tearing that apart because there's just a lot. There's a lot to do. I didn't have the pieces at the time to build something quite so large, and it was a fun project, and I was excited about it, but I didn't have anywhere to put it. Because like any work that I did that would stick up, there was no way I was going to be able to store it anywhere. And yeah, and maybe once we get the city set up, maybe we'll tear it all apart and then make like a large like forested area, or like some other large mock or something. Maybe we'll rotate stuff out like that. Maybe like 1 year we'll work on, maybe that'll be the thing. Maybe like this year I'll work on a city. Maybe next year I'll tear it apart and make a medieval area, because I do got a lot of medieval stuff that we talked about, setting up a platform underneath the city and having a medieval build. But maybe I'll just switch it every year. Maybe 1 year I'll just go all in on the city. Maybe the next year I'll go all in on like a large Star Wars mock or something like that. And then maybe towards the end of the year I can go to try and set it up to go to like a local con or something. Although depending on my building skills, it might be hard to do away with some of those. But yeah, it'll definitely be interesting. Although it's gonna be interesting balancing all this Lego stuff with college and stuff here in not too long. Still trying to figure out what we're doing with that and where I'm going, because I'm definitely going. But yeah, it's definitely going to be interesting. It's gonna complicate some stuff, and it looks like I actually used some sense here. I just used a bunch of 2x2s and put them roundabouts in some decent spots and stuff there. So it looks like I did a halfway decent job of building this nose plate. Although I am kind of scared for removing those brown plates and stuff there. That's something that I'm not entirely sure that I am quite ready for, because you know, old classic brittle brown, that's what a lot of that is some good old classic brittle brown. But I am going to tear all of this stuff apart, and then we're gonna tear these off it real quick. But yeah, that brown is kind of intimidating right there, because as you can see, some of it's already broken. I still use some of the broken pieces, because if they're still good like that, where they've just kind of been shortened like a little bit, or just like trimmed a little bit, I'll still typically end up using them, because I need the pieces. But yeah, it's interesting. But now now that we've gotten all the, or like pretty much all of the actual like build stuff off of this plate, this is gonna go fast. Oh no, looks like I fell victim to the old red too there. A little chunk broke off of it. Oof. That's another one. Dang, how bad. Oh no. It's just like just a couple little chunks off of those, but they're gonna require some precision to just kind of like wiggle them out of there, because I can't just like pry on them, because oh whoops, I've been putting those in the wrong spot. That's not ideal. But yeah, that's not good. You don't, it's not a good sound to hear, plastic cracking, especially when you're building or tearing stuff apart here. It's definitely one of my least favorite sounds to hear. But especially when you're working with like a brown or like a sand red piece, because or not sand red, it's that kind of darker like old Republic style red. Definitely not a good sound to hear. That one stayed intact somehow, but yeah, do not like that. But oh, if I go the other way, it looks like we're in the clear there. But yeah, as I was saying, maybe I can switch out like the mock, have like one kind of large mock during the year. Obviously, mini mock Mondays will exist in some degree, probably not every Monday, as I've been missing the past couple weeks, but like maybe they'll be around in some capacity. But definitely for the at least until the end of archery here, which is oh no, that one's really bad. I might have to throw that one away. We'll set it aside. Maybe we can save it. I don't think so. But the end of archery here in about 11 or so weeks I have left. I have of it. Just about every Saturday. And maybe after that I'll have enough experience and stuff with this editor and enough time to kind of get some stuff rolling and get videos out a little bit better, but I wouldn't necessarily count on it, because I do want to stockpile some videos, because I don't exactly know where I'm going to college just yet, and that where I go will depend on how many videos I can get out. Ideally I'd like to stay in state and stuff, but still Michigan's a pretty big state, so depending on where I go in Michigan will determine how often I can work on videos, which that'll definitely put a damper on my video production and stuff. Obviously I'll still be able to make some videos, but likely not nearly as many, so I'd like to start stockpiling them, and then obviously I just got to go ahead and start using a new editor, so everything takes longer and I got to make more stuff. So Just trying to balance everything is going to be difficult. Hopefully none of those broke. Or at least not broke any more than they were before. But yeah, so it's definitely going to be an interesting challenge. But I'm sort of excited for it. It'll be interesting. That's for certain. But yeah. So if you kind of notice like a lack of consistency with videos, the days I post them are still going to stay the same. It's just I might not always get to posting a video. Even if I maybe filmed one, maybe I'll be like, okay, I'm going to hold that one for the future or something. But yeah, it's definitely interesting. An interesting challenge that I'm going to have to face. And with that, it does look like we have finished our thing here, our teardown. So obviously I can move a little bit of this stuff around. See if I can make a little. That one doesn't quite close, but get her out of the way for now anyway. And slide this plate under here. And we can take a look at our polls here, which it looks like we got one vote, which is nice. And it's the 501st clone set, so we're going to go ahead and crack into that there. And this will be the set that we built for today, 119 pieces. It's been a minute since I've built one of these, but I built so many of them that it's definitely nice to do it on stream, because I've built literally like a dozen of these, and it gets a little bit boring after like 5 or 6. But yeah, it's definitely. Let me move some of this stuff over here. Just gotta toss a few of these there so that I know to sort them eventually, and maybe we'll do some other sorting stream on some of that stuff. But yeah, definitely one of those sets where it's like I don't build it all too often, and I need to finish them off. There's a couple more of them, and yeah, there's a couple more of them that I have, and for the most part, I actually build like some of the larger versions, combining like, I don't know, 2 of them for a slightly larger cannon there. Oh shoot, I forget what it's called. Yeah, I forget what the vehicle itself is actually called, or the cannon there, but usually I'll build like a larger one or something. But today we're just going to build the one there. But let me see, I don't have a knife, but I do have this. I forgot to grab my knife, but I do have the scraper for the 3D printer, so we're gonna see if we can open the set with that. And I've built enough of these where the box doesn't really matter, but I still refuse to use the thumb tabs. So we're gonna open our 501st battle pack here with the bed scraper of the 3D printer. Speaking of which, I guess I can show you. Oh, okay. I guess we're just tearing into it. I guess I can show you guys that real quick if you would like. So ignore the kind of mess here. We got to print a little cup so that it drops into it here. But we have the A1 here, looking pretty snazzy. This is most of the stuff that we've printed so far. There is a couple prototypes and stuff for not these bins obviously, but those ones, the Sterilite drawers, being that has been printed and stuff, some storage stuff for those, so that's pretty nice. Obviously, you got to have the messy extra pieces cups and stuff over here, but yeah, that's kind of the setup so far. We haven't printed a whole ton. We've only had it set up for about a week or so. Got our classic benchy, our scraper, another scraper to just kind of help get under there and just have a extra little thing to leverage off of to get stuff off of the bed here. But yeah, it's definitely a pretty sick setup here. We got a couple of different filaments here. It's the A1 combo, so we can have up to 4 separate four separate colors that we can have like multicolor printing and stuff, which is very nice. But yeah, that's kind of the setup. We don't have anything printing right now. We might print something else a little later this weekend, but yeah, it's definitely pretty nice to have as part of our setup here. But without further ado, let's crack into this. I guess I can end the poll since we're kind of done with that there. But yeah, so I guess I can just kind of crush this box a little bit so that I can get it, so I can toss it in with the recyclables and stuff. I will set this right here because the recycle bin is a little ways over there. But yeah, let's get building here, and before we call it a day here. It's been a minute since I've built this guy here, but it's a pretty neat little build, and I'm kind of excited for it. But yeah, then I can go and get tomorrow's video cooking up. But yeah, it's certainly a neat little set. Definitely can bring some flavor to your 501st Army. Although I think I almost have more of these troopers than the 501st troopers themselves. So that's kind of funny there, because I have almost a full pick-brick cup of them, which is slightly concerning. I think I might have just enough of these sets for a full pick-a-brick cup of these figures here, and I've definitely built quite a few of them. And then I'll have to put this build away after the stream, because I have a few of those like storage bricks, and I got like 3 of them. 2 of them are completely filled with battle pack builds, and the other has a couple of battle packs that I put away to build in the future and stuff, like the 5th and 10th anniversary of the OG 501st battle pack, which might be this year. I do have to check on that, or maybe I'll just wait for the 10th anniversary of it. But yeah, I'm gonna have to look into that, because I just wanted to look back on it, although maybe I will wait for the 10th anniversary, because I don't think there is too much I can say other than helmet holes are bad to that effect of it. Not like a crazy amount has changed over the past like couple years in regards to the to those sets anyway. But yeah, it's pretty interesting. I don't know what all your guys' opinions are on helmet holes. I'm not like a huge fan of them, but I'm not going to not buy a set because it has a clone with helmet holes in it. So that's just kind of my thing. Like, I'm not a huge fan of them, but I'm not going to not collect a bunch of a figure because specifically it has helmet holes. And this is a set that does helmet holes well. I think these figures definitely needed helmet holes. Obviously because of the accessories and stuff that they're given. But I think a lot of other sets do not need the helmet holes and stuff. So it just kind of they just kind of overdo it a little bit on some of that stuff. So first off, we kind of have this officer here, which we can have him like kind of commanding certain like elements of troops and stuff. And I don't know what all your guys' opinions are on the printed wastegapes, but personally, I despise them. I do not like printed wastegapes, which that figure does have. I really don't like them, just because I think they make the figure look certainly worse than they would otherwise. And I've started to... I've only done it with one figure, and that was a custom figure, but I'm starting to try and figure out how to make like custom wastegapes and stuff, mostly for my own figures and stuff. Maybe one day I'll get into selling them if that interests some people, but I'd like to grow the channel, grow the community just a tad more before I get into that, because with 11,000 subs and stuff, I think I don't think very many or a large enough portion of my audience would be interested in like me selling something like that as of right now. So I'd like to grow that just a tad before I get into some crazy stuff like that. Did I give him? Yeah, I gave him his blaster there, but yeah, I think it's definitely not a bad idea to wait just a tad before I go hard into something like that, or start like a business relating to Lego. I think I might need a minute to let my audience grow just a tad before I deep dive into something that I may or may not be ready for. But that is possibly one of the goals in the future, to get something going. And I am kind of happy with like some of the rebrand and stuff that I've started to kind of do, where I make my channel look more like a Lego channel, with the minifigure in the channel logo there, so it doesn't look like I'm, I don't know, a furry. But yeah, it's definitely interesting that I'm just trying to, because this was kind of from the beginning basically just a Lego exclusive channel. I started kind of just doing whatever, but kind of dialed it more into Lego and stuff. And I do have a second channel that I rarely use, that I could do for other fun stuff like that, but as of yet, it's just kind of a hobby. We're slowly skirting towards monetization, which will be super cool when that happens. And I just need more watch time and trying to figure out how I can change my videos and stuff to hold people a little bit longer and stuff. I'm just trying to figure out what people are looking for more. And yeah, it's definitely interesting. Obviously, a lot of my content is just reviews and stuff, and I want to continue doing that. Once I review all of these sets that I have, I am going to dial back on that. Once I get through this backlog and like as I build sets, I want to do a review for them, but I don't want that to be my main content field in the future. Once like I like I like the reviews, but I want them to act more as a supplement to regular content, such as like more vlog style videos, more like just kind of general updates about like the Lego room and stuff, and possibly one day if I do kind of go into a Lego or brick adjacent business, have it related to that, so it's kind of just everything Lego related and not just oh, this guy films Lego reviews in his parents' basement. But yeah, that's kind of just kind of what I'm thinking of, like for future and stuff of the channel and stuff. Definitely want to kind of as much as I do like filming the reviews and stuff, I want my channel to be more than just reviews, because obviously you have a lot of larger, more professional channels and stuff that do Lego reviews, and it's definitely something that I would like to diversify a little bit more and stuff. That's kind of part of the reason why I started like the city and stuff, is I want to make it more about cool projects and mocks and stuff that I'm working on, rather than the cool new thing that the $1 billion company brand came out with. Maybe it's more than a billion, or a few billion probably. But yeah, but yeah, I definitely want to diversify it a little bit more, and then just make more interesting content and stuff that people stick around and watch and stuff. Because a lot of the main few videos and stuff that have done like the best for me are some of my Lego like city videos and stuff. Now obviously there are a couple of reviews that are up there, like the sailboat and stuff, but that's something that I did a little bit of a special thing with and stuff, where I actually went out and filmed the a portion of the video and stuff by our grandparents' pool, and I got to like float test it and stuff, which is a unique thing that like not a ton of like review channels and stuff might not necessarily do with some Lego stuff and stuff. Obviously a lot of them might do something like that, but not like everyone has access to a pool or something to do that with. So that's kind of just a unique thing that I was able to do, and that I certainly enjoyed getting the opportunity to do, because that was definitely a fun video and stuff. And then I need to like figure out how to do con videos and stuff when I go to like Brick World and stuff. I need to figure that out, because I don't like I really don't like to get in people's way and stuff. Like we're all there to chill and look at some Lego stuff, so I might not necessarily include every single build in the future, where I just kind of walk around and be like, oh yeah, this is this, and there's some stuff I'd like to take a little bit longer of a look at, rather than skirting past every little build. And then there's some stuff where the builds are more spread out, so I can talk about them more, and then there's other stuff where it's like, oh, that's just a really cool thing. That's just like one of the largest, most detailed builds ever, but I just like skirt around it real quickly because I'm trying to film the entire con. So there's some stuff that it's like, oh, maybe I should should have stuck around that a little bit longer and gave that a little bit more time. But obviously, I don't really know what all I want to say about certain things until I'm like editing and stuff, which is definitely a little bit of a problem because I don't edit until I get home. So generally, it's like we're not going multiple days to it, so I don't get like to get home, edit the video, figure out what I need more footage of, and then go back the next day. Although if I did end up like going to a con or something, maybe I could spend a couple days there because I would be there bringing my stuff, which would be super cool for a video to document like what it's like going to a con and like being at one, being a person to like bring stuff to one. And I definitely look forward to doing that in the future. And I think that'd be sick to do. That'd be so cool. And I'm definitely excited to possibly do that one day. I have like some stuff, like I'd probably bring like a lot of Mini Mac Monday stuff, but then also sections of like maybe the city or something. So I'd bring like some of like the roadways and stuff, obviously, as well as like a couple modularized buildings. Obviously, if I or when I do the whole Daily Bugle revamp thing, I'd bring that. And I have some custom modulars and stuff that I'm planning on doing that I'd bring and stuff like that. And it'd just be cool to document like and figure out like some of the problem solving stuff, like how do I get everything there, which would be a super cool thing to do one day. And definitely excited to hopefully one day have the opportunity to do such a thing. But yeah, coming up on the end of the build here, all we gotta do is build the thingamabob here, our the like kind of cannon portion of the build, which only takes like a second here. It's a very important piece of it, but it only takes a second. But yeah, this is definitely a fun little stream here, and yeah, I'm definitely excited to not ignore future streams and actually like not cancel future streams and actually like stream them, because unlike the past couple weeks. But yeah, that's our build complete. I'm sure most of you know what it looks like. It's just like the little cannon stuff there, spring-loaded shooter, classic stuff. Nothing super complicated about it, but still a neat little build with a lot of cool figures and stuff. But yeah, I think that's gonna just about do it for the stream today. I gotta go and get that video filmed so that it actually comes out tomorrow, because I can't really film during the day and stuff tomorrow, because first section of the day when I like to release my content and stuff is a tad busy, because obviously, like I mentioned earlier, I have archery and stuff, and then when I come home I doubt that I want to do that. But luckily this weekend, no real homework, so maybe I'll get another video or two made and saved for future uploads and stuff, because it's the end of the semester, so don't really have all that much that I can do over the weekend. It's a 4-day week, so hopefully that means more content for you guys. But yeah, that's gonna about do it today, and thank you guys for all stopping by here, and we will see you later then. Bye.